Packgod situation is crazy. Like, my brother gave me his headphones because my headphones, like one ear was working and the other ear wasn't, and I was like, oh my god, I can't do this no more. Like, it's kind of giving me like some diarrhea. I just want to quickly say this is just all my opinion, so don't sit here and think that. Sorry, I like this saying, I can't lie. That's right. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, don't take this to heart. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm a factual god. I'm just saying this is just my opinion. This is what I think. Fucking hell, 29 minutes just to talk about one guy.
If you didn't know, Packgod is this guy who does these roast videos on YouTube on random e-girls and just viral annoying people in general. And it's basically just entertainment, nothing really serious. But recently he was called out by this guy called Flire.
I've seen him. How does he do it? Like, he talks so fast, and I was like, how come every time I talk, even if I'm talking slowly, like I start.
Beyblade, Galaxy Pegasus, and Flire. Anyways, he made a critique video that got 1 million views called Packgod Lord of Corny. And essentially he just calls Packgod lame, and it says that his audience are kids. He also says like his edits are annoying, his insults are lame middle school stuff. And he claims that most of his videos are fake because he promotes the socials of the people he's roasting in the description of his videos. Now the thing is, most adults already know all this stuff. Like, if you have a brain, you know that some of the stuff is fake for entertainment. Like, if I got in a Discord call with Packgod and he randomly started roasting me, I would just leave, you know? Why would I stick around for 10 whole minutes so that he can get content out of it, right?
I would cry. Just imagine like you just existed and for some reason a guy just randomly roasts you that, but it's like, I don't think I look like anybody to be roasted. I don't think he would think he'll roast me. No, roast me, man. But I'm just saying, like, I don't think nobody can see me and they won't think of anyone because I don't look like anyone. If I look like anyone, if he roasts me and he said I look like someone, I'll probably use that as my Instagram profile.
Obviously, some people signed up for it. Some people want to be roasted. But yeah, not everything is fake either. But yeah, Packgod has also responded in a video called The Truth About Packgod. And it was actually a pretty good response. So let's check out Flire's video first and then go into the response.
Packing, or to be packed, is the act of 2 or more unemployed people joining a Discord call and screaming insults they just heard at the playground during recess at each other in order to see who is the best packer. It's just roasting.
I thought Guna means like
of the activity, using his ability to say vaguely insult-sounding sentences to amass an army of children that view him as a messiah of Sigma, a saint of slander, a Packgod.
I mean, mate, they're kids. We, as grown-up kids, we have YouTubers that we idolize. I don't think
everyone else here is extremely corny. If you, for some reason, have the misfortune of clicking on any video from one of his 4 channels, you will be overcome with an indescribable sense of cringe, because they all have the exact same vibe as walking into a middle school with the loud, unfunny sound effects, constant yelling, and seizure-inducing visuals.
Okay, so this is a valid opinion to have. He's just saying I find him cringe and lame, which is obviously okay for an adult to say because Packgod's videos are not targeted at full-grown adults, right? Obviously, with the fast-paced editing and roasting and just spamming words, obviously the audience he's going for is younger, like middle school or high school age.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, it's okay to have an opinion, but then we can have an opinion that, of course, is going to be over the top. It's clearly for like people, like kids in middle school or secondary school or any school that isn't children, maybe teenagers.
Okay, exposed video or anything because he hasn't actually committed a crime or anything like that. I don't think anybody actually cares that he's impressing middle schoolers. But one thing I didn't like is that Flire kind of like discounts his talents completely. Like, Packgod is a talented guy. Like, speaking that fast, you know, combining that many words and roast. Sure, not everything makes sense or whatever, but I don't think I could do that. I mean, it's like off the cuff roasting to that extent. Obviously,
I don't think that's a talent, mate. I think that's just more so a skill. But some skills can be talented. I don't know, maybe.
It's not meant to be taken seriously, but it is still a talent, and it is entertainment, so...
Now, I'll say entertainment is a talent, because it's so hard to make someone entertained. That's a talent, but speaking that fast, I think that's just, you could just say that's a skill, mate. Sorry.
There's some of the more serious points as well later on.
I also find it really funny that over on his Roblox channel, Packblocks, which is super cool and epic to have, it appears that in his channel art, he is calling out another Roblox channel, Lankybox.
Help! Gagagadigadagadayo! Trapped us in there! Gagagadigadagadayo! Prison in Roblox! Gagagadigadagadayo!
Almost as if Packgod sees himself as above them when they make scarily similar content for extremely similar audiences.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video of Packblocks, and today we're gonna be forbidden Roblox.
I understand where you're coming from, but no, this is clearly, yeah, they are both minors, but there's a different type of minor. You're a minor when you're a teenager, you're still a minor, but you're a child, you're a minor. I think Lankybox is mainly for like 4-year-olds. That's why they got a lot of subs. Like, a lot of people don't realize, like, for content for babies and children, you gain a lot of subscribers. But I feel like with his type of content, you do gain a lot of subscribers, but you won't gain as much as how children or babies like content are. So I don't think, but I can understand why he thought that, but
See, right, and have to use it to get a...
So over here is calling Packgod a hypocrite by saying that he does the same thing as Lankybox and they have a similar audience. But I personally think it's a pretty weak point because, yeah, they do both scream in their videos and talk fast, but that does not mean they have a similar audience. It's pretty obvious that LankyBox has a way younger audience, and that's immediately apparent if you watch any of LankyBox's videos. Like the average LankyBox fan can go down to 6 years old, I don't know, right? And Packgod's audience isn't exactly adults, but it's not as bad as LankyBox. You know, 12-year-olds could watch it, or even 17-year-olds could be interested in that content, right? And nobody age 17 is watching LankyBox unless they're lobotomized, you know? So I think Packgod is allowed to make fun of LankyBox. I feel like anybody is allowed to make fun of LankyBox.
No, mate. I'm perfect here. I think like this whole like. Okay, I cannot stand when people come to kids' channel be like, oh my god, this shit is cringy. It's for children. It's not for you. You're allowed to make it. You're allowed to make fun of it. That's your life and all of that. They're not for your type of content. They're for children. So I feel like you trying to make fun of them, being like, oh, but they are cringy. Okay, so what? They're kids' content. It's like, okay, you can. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like you making fun of them. It's just dumb because they are clearly trying to reach for a target audience, not at your target audience. Yes, it's cringy, but that's the whole point. You know Disney Channel shows, yeah? You know how we watched them as a kid, or Nickelodeon, but when we look back to them, we'd be like, oh my god, if we watched this for the first time, we would have find this cringe. Like, it's cringy. That's the whole point kids show. It's not supposed to be like what adult show or middle school stuff. This whole LankyBox beef is very overrated, personally, and I feel like you lot just clearly are haters.
The only difference is that Packgod fans are in the 7th grade, LankyBox fans are in the 6th grade.
Nah, I think it's more like 10th grade and 1st grade, you know?
No, because it's more so a baby. It's more so like someone in nursery that watched LankyBox. Okay, I'm so I really thought this was Logan Paul. I don't know why. I really thought that was Logan Paul. It kind of looks like him quite. But anyways, what I was talking about, oh yeah, more so nursery. I don't think LankyBox audience, they are in school, because I feel like that's why they got a lot of audience. Maybe like the beginning, like 2 years.
I think that's still a pretty big difference, but he's allowed to have his opinion here.
That what you're really seeing when you consume content from the Packgod channel is a recording of a Discord call. And when you cut out the aids, it is extremely awkward.
Are you barking?
I can't lie, mate. 10 out of 10 editing. I love this editing style. I just hate how you're saying things I don't agree with personally, but the editing style is on point. I'll give... Mwah.
Why you wanna get loud? Stop! Why you like a velociraptor in a quad tournament? Stop, fucking stand with your mouth down, stand with your mouth down. Why you like a velociraptor in a quad tournament? Why you like an off-brand Ben 10 character? Why you like Ben 10, you Steven 9? Get your why you like you got a strong market, that's your lunch lady. So your ass up, why you wait for Jurassic Park? You came from the prehistoric plague.
Does he plan that? Like, how does he think of that? Like, that, okay, I can't, that is a talent. Because it's like, how can he can think of that? That's great, just for looking at one person.
Packgod is the ultimate badass who is brutally and epically tearing down anyone he roasts by covering up their lack of reaction. Most of their reactions, from what you can glean through the barrage of bruh sound effects and Packgod's Packsona moving like the Incredible Cassie, is what I can only assume to be extreme confusion.
Okay, so I'm sure some middle schoolers are out there who believe Packgod is some like shadowy figure messiah.
But they're schoolers, middle schoolers. They're children, not children like LankyBox children, like teenagers.
TikTokers, but honestly, it's like, let the kids have their fun.
Mate, how the fuck are you talking when you are the same one that says, oh no, but we should make fun of LankyBox, we should make fun of them. People should have the right to make fun of LankyBox. But when it comes when people make fun of Packgod and his middle school content, you're then gonna say, oh, let these kids have their fun. Bro, let these kids enjoy LankyBox content. That's what I don't get. Like, people love to hop on the train.
If they think he's cool and they think he's like this roast god, sure, you know, let them think that, whatever. It might be like a hot topic at school or whatever. They might share his videos around. It's kind of like telling people Santa ain't real. Like, really, is there any need for this? You know, I feel like, whatever, maybe his audience is annoying. That's one thing I will give him a pass on, of saying like, okay, his audience is really insufferable, which is why I'm sort of talking about this or whatever. But I think a portion of his audience does know that, okay, some of the videos are scripted for entertainment value, but people will still watch it because just because it's scripted doesn't mean it's bad, you know?
People think that's such a bad thing also. Like, would you rather want genuine shit that is so boring, or would you want entertainment that is scripted? Like, as long as you're not harming no one, like, what's wrong with having scripted content? Same with LankyBox, like, I could clearly tell watching them, they clearly are trying. It sounds scripted, personally, to me. So it's like, and they're not harming no one, so I feel like that is okay, and I don't understand the hate with them.
And personally, I don't think it's a big deal because Packgod doesn't really try to hide any of this in his response video as well. He just comes out and basically just counters a lot of the points and admits to a lot of stuff being said as well.
Packgod's roasts are abysmal dog shit. They start off with basic insults about his opponent's appearance, or possibly their actions if they're a notorious enough figure, and then devolve into Madlib's nonsense extremely quickly.
He looks like a 2009 UK rapper. I don't know why.
Okay, so he's hyper-analyzing literal brain rot content. Like, it's not meant to make sense. This is kind of like looking at Skibbity Toilet and being like, well, actually, why did they place the toilet here? And why did they do this sound effect? Like, you're trying to misreduce to analyze the content when it's just...
Mate, I don't agree with that, because I feel like jokes are supposed to make sense. That's why you roast them. But sure, it could be random. It could not make sense. It could be funny most times. But it's like, if you're gonna drag someone, like, at least make it relevant. But to be honest, that could be an optional conversation. I can't lie.
I love hearing a little bit of roast mixed in with some jibber jabber. It sounds cool to them. Let them just enjoy it. You know, it doesn't need to pass your quality filter of roast. Like,
but I could say the same with Naggybox. Okay, yeah, you can make fun of them, but maybe their content doesn't need to pass your quality filter.
like, dude, he's getting 10 million views a video, man. Like, obviously people love this stuff.
From the Packgod versus OnlyFans girl video, your parents got divorced, call that Clash of Clans. You got the IQ of a K-pop Twitter stan. As you can see by the title, she has an OnlyFans, which means her parents are no longer together. And that's a very original insult.
Okay, so the insults are not original. I mean, I don't know why this is stuff to criticize. Like, okay, you can think the lyrics are bad. Like, there's nothing wrong with sort of having an opinion here, but I really don't think the insults need to be like God tier or whatever, so that they live up to Fire's expectations or whatever. But anyways, this next part, he finally brings up a point somewhat actually worth talking about. And he basically says that Packgod just punches down and he targets like easy targets, right? Like women and furries.
That's true though. I can't lie. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. That's true though. A lot of people who don't know how to roast and don't know how to defend and don't know how to do all of that, they have a hard time roasting you, and that could be possible. What do you want, you fucking bitch?
You will begin to notice a trend. He is extremely skilled in the martial art of punching down. Nearly every packing video is him going after someone with a much smaller audience or are already an easy target. It is extremely easy to come up with insults for women. They don't even need to be good, they just need to be directed towards women.
That is true also. When it comes to women and men, most times women don't know how to roast men. I can't lie. I'm gonna say 50-50.
Red pill toddlers will go, W's! Packgod W! L women! And the numbers agree with me, because if we look at Packgod's most popular videos, there is a lot of boobies. When he's not quoting incel manifestos, he loves to berate furries, TikTokers who are kind of annoying, and anyone under the age of 18.
Okay, so he has made roast videos on e-girls and furries or whatever, but there's these other people too. There's like annoying TikToker guys as well. And I don't really get the criticism of low-hanging fruit either. Like, that's kind of why he's making the video, because it's easy views. Like, why would you not take the easy views? Like, if you have a good topic in front of you, he's not just gonna be like, well, actually, I'm better than these people. I gotta care about Fire's opinion, so I'm gonna go talk about something nobody else cares about. Whereas these people are already popular, already hot topics, so obviously he's gonna talk about them as well. As for the punching down thing, I don't think he can find many people above 5 million subscribers. That's like, there's a very limited audience there. I don't know. Now, another point he sort of subtly implies is that he's kind of picking on women and like furries or whatever, but like some of the people he's talking about is like, they're actually horrible. Like, isn't Belle the Wolf like racist or something? At least that's what I heard about here. And then there's this OnlyFans girl, like, isn't she the one who promotes her content to minors? Like, there's a video of her spreading her legs in front of her little brother who's like 12 or something and using him to promote her like nudes or whatever.
What's wrong with you? You know what? It's so... I hope... No, fuck it. My ice cream is melting. That's a great point also. It's like, maybe these people are terrible. Sorry, I'm enjoying my ice cream. I feel like that guy, him say, oh, it's all women. Which I can't lie, I will agree. Some women don't know how to roast men. Unless you are very skilled.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some of these people, it's hard to feel bad for, right? I mean, he's not really victimizing women here. He's just sort of treating them like anybody else. If they make a mistake, he's just sort of criticizing them, whatever. Obviously, I don't know, everybody else in his videos, maybe he is picking on some people or whatever, but yeah, like pretending some of these people are victims is crazy. Like, that OnlyFans girl is an absolute degenerate, all right? Like using her little brother to promote nudes and stuff like that. Like, I can't really feel bad for someone like that.
I'm alleging that this man, he's trying, I mean, he can give his opinion, but it's like, I feel like you could also say he's trying to find...
And also later on in the video, Fire literally says that, okay, he promotes all these people in his descriptions as well. So like, are they the victim? Or did they sign up for this and let him upload this video for it?
I said this. It's like, mate, how do you know they never came and asked for this?
Also, there's not what Fire said, but there's a lot of people on the internet who seem to think that you need to make exactly 50% videos on men and women, otherwise you're sexist one way, which is completely stupid. Most of us just, you know, find a topic and talk about it. And the thing is, nobody will complain about you making 500 videos on, I don't know, Mr. Beast, KSign, Logan. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, those are all guys, you know, this guy's totally sexist towards males.
I mean, that also makes sense because like, it should be aiming. Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't know why that you know that emo picture, yeah? It's just disturbing when every time I look at Logan. He's not ugly, I'm not saying that, but every time I see that, it's just that emo. It boggles my mind, man.
But like, if you swap them for like female creators, they're gonna be like, oh, he's sexist, you made 50 videos on girls. Like, no, that's not how it works. It's just they happen to be in drama at that point.
But I will say, it does seem like people tune into that when they want to see women get roasted by men. But it could be that these women are questionable, just like these men. And if you go look at his content, it's clear that he has made men and women, so I don't think you can clearly say, oh, it's just always about women. No, that's just a view count. You just clicked on this popular video. I kind of find it very ironic how a lot of people don't accuse the views. Like, a lot of people who want to watch reaction videos, for example, they want to watch someone else watch it.
Cherry pick things, you will see some sort of like reasons to white knight or whatever. Then he talks about the Jack Doherty interview that Packgod did. I actually covered it on my channel as well if you want to recap.
Because the actual interview section is really interesting. It's really nifty to see this piece of human garbage cope and seethe when valid criticisms are brought up against him.
I think that it would be unwise to promote gambling and OnlyFans.
Bro, I haven't even gotten a penny from his gambling deal yet, dog. Why are we still on this topic?
However, all of that is thrown in the trap.
That interview seems fake. I don't care what no one says, it seems fake. Because every time I start having logic, common sense, I know things when are fake, yeah?
The second Packgod devolves into his unhinged Reddit ramblings.
Like a snake, a peanut brittle. Your girlfriend
Yeah, well, he's not going to randomly change his content, right? He's a roasting channel. He's not actually a commentary channel.
That's what I said. What if it's fake? What if it's all fake? This is all... What? That he planned to do it. You like need to start using your why do people lack common sense, yeah?
Happened to ask some questions he was curious about as well. If you want to actually see criticism and stuff, you watch commentary channels, right? Which is why when I covered this video, I skipped Packgod's roast entirely, and I just talked about the interview as well. So, like, if you want to see that type of content, you come to these type of channels. But if you want to see the roast, you obviously go to Packgod's channel, and that's why people are watching. That's why I included it in the video. Anyways, this next part, he says that Packgod videos are fake, which is somewhat a valid point because some of them are a fake, and if Packgod lies about it, that's obviously wrong. But he doesn't seem to actually hide this fact at all. He does actually just come out and say some videos are scripted, and some are not because they're literally recorded on a live stream, so, you know, they're not fake as well.
Because there are quite a few without this little disclaimer that are clearly prearranged setups. Packgod versus Emo Girl promoting their Instagrams. Packgod versus Emo Girl 2 promoting their e-dating Discord. Packgod versus Cosplaying E-Girl promoting their TikTok. Her mom walked in promoting her YouTube. Packgod versus Omegle Furry promoting his TikTok. Packgod versus Furry Discord promoting every single furry's TikTok.
Yeah, so this kind of conflicts with the previous point of like, oh, you're picking on these women and furries and stuff, but also you're promoting them and helping them out, so it's like fake or whatever. So I don't know what point he's actually trying to make. He's trying to make 2 points.
I mean, I think he's just making 1 point, mate. I think he's just trying to say, oh, this is clearly scripted because he's promoting their socials.
You say he's going after low-hanging fruit, and then he's like bullying these people, but now you're saying that, oh, he's actually in cahoots with them, and you know they're a team. I don't know. I feel like the point could have been made a little bit better. Then he talks about one of the furry videos.
In Packgod versus Discord Furry, he really wants you to know that this is not real bullying and for entertainment purposes only, because he says it 3 separate times in the description, along with promoting the furry's TikTok. And I can only assume that is because there is a recording of the unedited Discord call in which Packgod is directing the furry in a way to make him look as bad as possible.
So basically, I'm gonna start just roasting Jacob. That you slide in, right? And then I'm gonna start talking to you and be like, bro, that shit is not happening. And you start, and then while I'm saying, bro, there's no way. Then you start barking, right? And then I'm gonna get louder, and then you keep barking. You get it?
Yeah, so basically Packgod does address this in his response video, and essentially, yes, he does tell this guy what to say, and this part was scripted. So the reason he has a disclaimer is that YouTube will demonetize you if it thinks you're actually bullying someone. So he had to make it clear that it was just for entertainment, which it was. And yeah, I don't really care if the videos are scripted or whatever. If he's like actively lying about it, obviously that is a problem, but...
Even if he's lying about it, what's so what? Like, everyone lies about everything. Like, I lie about shit a lot of time. So yeah.
You shouldn't really care too much.
He is not packing random people that call him out. Packgod is not packing anyone without first having all the advantages. He is the one that chooses the targets. When he hops on Omegle and roasts random people, they aren't prepared for it. He makes diss tracks on people that don't know he exists.
So you can't make a video on someone who doesn't know you exist? I guess my career's out the window, guys, because...
Mine too. Hey guys, this is part 2. I was like, you know what? I'm not being fair. Let me just record 1 minute of me react to part 1. So this is part 2. It's not separate, by the way. So far, it kind of seems like the narrator just is trying to find ways to not help. It just seems like he's just trying to find excuses, and I feel like I do understand like you want to have your opinions about it, but it's like just like that one woman said, like not everything needs to have a deeper meaning, which is true.
This next part's pretty funny. Basically, there's this like pretty obvious skit going on, and Flire sort of takes it as fact here. Basically, the streamer just calls Packgod 5'1", and Packgod pretends like, you know, he's offended. He's like, oh shit, I'm actually 5'1", and he found that out or whatever. But obviously, he's not 5'1", he's 5'10" or something. And yeah, it's a joke.
That's not fair, man. How is it a lot of men are 5'10" and I'm 5'4"? That's not fair. It's like I don't want to drink milk, man. It's just so nasty.
A 40-year-old degenerate.
All right, Packgod.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Packgod, or
40,
people also know me as Derek Whitehead. Point guard for Duke, 6'9", and I could dunk on low tier guy because he's my little bitch.
I heard you were 5'1", bro.
I don't know where you got that information from, but I think you're horribly mistaken.
Somebody said he was 5'1". Is that true?
No, I already told you how tall.
Bro, let me look this dude up.
All right, bro, chill with the me right here. Like, let's just get into it, right?
You lose any and all aura you pretend to have.
I mean, the guy's saying, oh, let's search it out. Google lies about everything. Famous birthdays. If you're going to make me a thing, contact me at shadwanbm003@gmail.com. Just tell me. Don't make up shit, okay?
May see himself as a god of roasting, but I see through you. You are god to nothing but middle schoolers. You are the lord of corny.
Yeah, that's a bit embarrassing. So that was a joke. Packgod is 5'10", very normal height for a guy. But even if he was short, like even if he was 5'1", who actually cares? Like it seems like a bunch of people on the internet think that he loses aura because he's like this roast god and he's 5'1" or whatever. But no. And apparently people thought he was 35 years old, which is also another meme. He's actually 22.
Nah, he sounds like a
Trying to make him quote lose aura. Bro, I don't even know what I'm saying. What kind of brain rot is this?
This is a huge definition. I don't think everything needs a deeper meaning. Like it's okay to have your opinion.
Response video, right? They actually talked in a Discord call as well, and it seems they are cool now, I think. And yeah, before we get into the response, I do think Flire is pretty talented. Like the video is really well made. It's just some of the points aren't the best, obviously, but you know that happens in your like commentary career or whatever. But yeah, I think he has a good career ahead of him. He's clearly very talented at storytelling and making a good flowing video. So yeah, I wish him the best, right? Okay, the truth about Packgod.
Though my content and channel has become a very debated hot topic online. How did the whole concept of Packgod start? But the character of Packgod actually started out, believe it or not, as what was supposed to be an ironic joke. Basically around like 2020, I had discovered the art of Discord packing. It was already a pre-established thing, and the general concept was that two guys would go into a Discord call together, usually on like a Discord stage in front of hundreds of people, and basically just hurl out like the most insane, stupid roasts at one another, kind of like a brain-dead rap battle. But I found comedy in how stupid it actually was. What was really hilarious was how seriously people took this art form.
Wow, who would have thought Packgod is actually self-aware? Who would have thought that the videos are actually made for entertainment?
Yeah, you can clearly tell it's made out of entertainment.
I doesn't actually believe he's like this Omega mastermind, legendary roast god. Who would have thought the lyrics aren't meant to be dissected or whatever? It's literally brain rot that he finds funny.
Packgod, are you actually 5'1" and is low-tier god actually your sworn enemy? All right, guys, this is a great question. First, I'm sorry to ruin the meme, but no, I am not actually 5'1". I am 5'10", and low-tier god is in fact not really my enemy. In fact, we never actually had any beef in the first place. So the viral clip that's actually going around with me and Low Tier God wasn't some sort of like roasting battle thing that we set up. It was actually from a collaboration we did with Gideon on a video he was making called Guess the Black Person on Discord. And we were literally just joking around together. If you saw the full context of the clip, the reason why he even says I'm 5'1" is because before that I joked that I was 6'11" and the point guard of the Duke basketball team. So that's why he had shot that out there.
You know, it's so crazy. You should joke like things like that because people will take shit so seriously. Like I could say I'm a murderer. No. I could say I'm a killer. No. I could say I'm 35. Yeah, and people will believe that. See, this is why you can't joke around, man, because people will just...
At the internet, people cannot understand sarcasm to save their life. Like, you know, talking to any of my commentary friends, basically all of them say this. Like, there's a portion of the audience who will never, ever understand sarcasm. Even though, if you're sarcastic in every single video, if that's your personality, like, if you say something, people will take it exactly as fact. And it's crazy.
Instagram and Twitter, both of you, like, don't not understand how sarcasm works. Like, you, like, take everything so effing seriously. Like,
I thought I'm 45. People thought I genuinely hate the people I talk about or shit like that. Like, no, dude, I'm just here to have a good time. Like, I do not care. It's not that deep. It's never serious. Like, I'm joking half the time. You don't need to get so uptight over it. Also, how did people actually believe his 5'1"? Like, that's such a rare height for a guy, bro. And also, even if he was, why did he get so much hate for it? That's insane. Like, why is the internet so brutal to short people, bro? Like,
they hate us, man. Like, I'm 5'4". Yes, I'm 5'4", and I got called like a little chipmunk. I got called a Roblox character for like just walking, minding my own business. It's just the hate. It's just the hate they give to us. Shut up talking about short people are always rude. It's because we're short. Understand our struggle.
By the way, if anyone asks, I'm 6'5".
Why were you telling the fairy what to do in the video Packgod versus Fairy? All right, another great question. I've already answered this question a lot of times in the past, but I'm glad I actually have the opportunity to now do it here for you guys. So specifically what happened was there was this guy who was a furry and he was shit-talking me on TikTok and he had called me out to roast him, basically saying like, yeah, dude, I'm down to collab. Let's make a video. Like, I really want to get roasted by you. We got into a Discord call and basically he was just like, I just want to make like the funniest video possible. Like, I don't even care that much about getting roasted. Like, I'm a furry, but like, I'm chilling. I was like, all right, bet. Like, let's just do that. So I was like, we're just gonna make the most entertaining video possible. And at first he was very awkward on camera. Like, he didn't really know at all what to say or do. So I was kind of just helping him understand pretty much like the best way to get roasted. And I had mentioned this several times in the past, everywhere in the video description, that this specific call was set up. However, all the roasting that happened was completely authentic. That was all just me, like live, rapid fire going, looking at him and going. But yeah, guys, it's never been my desire to hide anything about this video. It was always just made for entertainment purposes. Hence why legit, when we recorded this video, there was like 30 random people in the call recording everything that was happening.
Yeah, so this is a pretty good rebuttal to Fire's video, right? So, like, yeah, Packgod is not trying to, like, victimize these people or whatever. Like, this furry guy literally wanted to collab as well. And yes, this part was scripted, but some of the roasts were not. Like, he's not even trying to hide it. There's people in the call. They could have recorded it any time. He's just doing it for entertainment, which I see no problem with. And it seems he's not even lying about it. So I really don't see the problem.
Some people do have a problem with you scripting videos. I don't know why. Like pranks. I mean, to be honest, like, is it really that big of a deal? Like, yeah, the acting is terrible. I feel like you can know, unless you have really good acting to the point. But I feel like when it comes to acting, you would know what something is fake or not. This is irrelevant, but I got attacked by the furries because I done like a test of or I took a furry test and I got hate by the furries. The furries were coming after me. Yeah, I'm sorry to say this, you lot just scare me. Like, it's not because of you as a person, it's just you as a furry. I find it bit scary. Like, I had this phobia. I have this phobia of that stripy ginger cat. I had that fear.
Video. Once again, great question because I've been asked a ton about this video recently, so let me just get right into it. First off, let me say, I respect Flire. He makes genuinely very good YouTube videos. And cool enough, we're actually able to get into a call and talk some shit out afterwards. And overall, guys, here are some of the major takeaways. One, entertainment is obviously subjective. Some people can really enjoy something while some people can just hate it. And that's just the case for everyone.
That's true. I don't think a lot of you lot realize a lot of these YouTubers, they fake their personalities for entertainment. They have to script their whole content for entertainment. That's the whole point of entertainment. That's why I don't understand with some people, yeah. Some people will just have an issue with people scripting their videos. Like the Airjack one. What's his name? Airjack? Is that his name? Airjack? You know how, like, people were saying, oh, this is all fake, this is all scripted. I'm like, okay, even if he's lying, so fucking what? It's for entertainment purpose. Like, you acting like the guy just killed someone, man. Like, you acting like the guy just killed someone. Okay, this is not disrespect, but Gideon, I personally think he tries really hard to be funny. And to be honest, when I think he tries too hard to be funny, it just doesn't come across as authentic. And I just feel like he's just personally trying his best to be funny, trying to make himself entertainment. And to be honest, I don't blame him for that, because if I wasn't that funny in real life, like I would fake a personality on my own, because it's like I need entertainment. Like that's what people want to watch. People want to watch entertainment.
As shown in this clip of our call here.
Yeah, the main thing is, like, I have absolutely no issues with you, like, as a person, but the character of Packgod, like I said when I was talking to you, just fills me with a soylent rage, just an absolute soy boy rage.
May I ask how old you are, Flaze?
Yes, I am 24.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to see the issue here. It's definitely not stuff engineered for 24-year-olds.
And it's definitely not. It's the main thing is, like, it's unfortunate that you got involved in the crosshairs. Like you are the vehicle through which my soylent rage flows, but it's your fan base is the one I take the most issue with.
Yeah, that's completely fair. I mean, you can be annoyed at the fans as well. I just feel like you don't need to take it out on Packgod as well.
Exactly. I'm just gonna say, what's that got to do with him? Like, I hate when people we are not the parent. We cannot parent these fan kids. Even if we tell them, don't do that. We cannot do that, mate. We wish we can, but we can't. It's just life. And before you like say, oh, why get so upset? It's his opinion. Yes, it's his opinion. He has a right to say it, but we are allowed to have an opinion about his opinion, and then he's allowed to have an opinion about our opinion, and then we are allowed to have his opinion. It's the cycle of life. It's part of the journey.
Because, you know, the fans are a whole beast of their own, you know? And I think it's pretty obvious that Packgod's videos are not for 20-year-olds to watch, right? It's middle schoolers, high schoolers who get a good kick out of a good roast and stuff. It's not that deep. And I'm glad they actually talked it out, because nowadays it seems like everyone's at each other's throats and trying to, like, cancel everybody or whatever. But yeah, people saying this would, like, end Packgod's career are just delusional. It's not, obviously not true. And yes, I know I do that with my titles a lot. Everyone knows it's a joke, okay? Those are ironic. I've been memeing ever since Reddit started memeing me for milking. Like, okay, all of my titles are jokes. Everyone knows that now, right?
No, not at all. Some people will call you out, and I agree with that.
Corny, like, this is the fucking shit roast. Like, that's all 100% fine, because that's just your opinion, right? Like, I can never fault someone for having an opinion. Anybody can say my shit's corny and ass, fine, that's fine. But there are just some things where, like, yes, Packgod just stages every video. They're all fake. Like, when it's just not true. And, like, I literally, and what you don't see behind the scenes is, like, for every, like, one video I make, there's, like, 30 videos that I record that I can't make because someone mutes me, because someone leaves a call, because someone blocks me, because I'm trying to get an actual authentic reaction. That's why I only uploaded, like, 7 videos this year, because it's that hard for me to actually get that video.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I do respect that then. I'm glad I learned that information now. I do wish I would have reached out beforehand then if you were to answer it, but I had no way of knowing that at the time. So I did make some generalizations in that, just based on the evidence that I could find in the description and the video, like, pre-recording of the call with the furry.
Okay, so this is a really good move by Flire. He's taking accountability. He recognizes he made some assumptions that may not have been entirely true, and yeah, that's pretty good to recognize.
Same guy. Why does he? Okay.
And it doesn't seem like he's malicious or anything. He probably wouldn't have said some of that stuff if he knew what he knew now. And I'm sure going forward, he will not make such assumptions, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems like he made some presumptions about my channel that just really aren't necessarily true. Such as, like, because the fact that in, like, 20% of my YouTube videos descriptions, the people that I'm roasting, their social media links are there, does mean that either A, all my videos are completely fake, or B, I'm trying to send a hate wave towards them to ruin their lives. Those are both just completely incorrect. What happens, guys, is that a lot of times people either A, just after the fact come to me and they're like, hey, like, can you just plug my social medias in the videos? And I'm like, sure. Or B, they're like, the only way I'm cool with this video even staying up is if you put my social medias in the description.
Yeah, that's basically what I thought. There's no way you can sort of do that type of content without permission or whatever, like getting toasted in front of 10 million people. They're obviously gonna want something back, like some sort of promo or whatever, and they're probably happy about it as well. Like, and yeah, I believe his story. Like, he uploads super rarely because probably sometimes he can't get the permission, or they threaten to take down the video. So yeah, makes sense. It all adds up.
And then also a large percentage of my videos, such as I Show Speed, Ooh Cute Single, Speed McQueen, Bella the Wolf, Sneeko, and a lot of the other videos that I made were all literally just recorded on a live stream in front of thousands of people, but the live stream on my channel. And also, guys, please remember that, like, if you don't like the content I make,
sorry. From this clip, it just kind of looks like you're trying to find a reason why you don't like this man. And I feel like that's what a lot of people do. Like, whenever someone is trending, they make a whole fucking video talking about, oh, how problematic they done, how questionable they done. But it's like, people gotta do that with everyone. And I just, it's just annoying, but it is what it is, man. Yeah, I already said whatever I said. I'm just gonna say it while I said it, but even though I just said it. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.